Welcome to Be a Chat with Friends. Today we have friends of the podcast. I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves. But I think you are familiar with the first one. But let me give her the mic again for those that don't know her.
Hi guys, Tshidi, so I'm back.
Hi, Modiegi.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Nice to have you.
Well, hi everyone. I'm Modiegi. Yeah, and it's nice to join you guys. Yeah.
Welcome. Nice to have you. Nice to have you.
From where though?
From Boxbeck.
From Boxbeck.
East Rand, yeah.
Okay, East Rand.
Oh, okay.
From
Cleveland.
right? Okay.
And Mahayangs? Any Mahayangs?
Yeah, get to Marapian.
Oh, handa. Tuto Maratao.
Yeah.
Hey. Tuto Marasi.
And then we also have.
Mahayang wena?
Limpopo,
Oh, okay.
Seno-
Next time is
Seno-
also Limpopo.
Senovarwa.
Yeah, next time is also Limpopo. Pretoria somewhere at least. Yeah. I don't know Pretoria.
Mahayang.
Yeah.
Generation na botlhe ra le Mahayang.
Nah. Okay. And then we also have a ghost lady with us. I don't know why she wants to be a ghost lady, but anyway, her name is. Well, let her introduce herself actually.
Hi, I'm Karabo. I'm from Midrand.
Oh, you're from Midrand.
Karabo from Midrand.
Oh, okay. And before Midrand?
Midrand.
Midrand. Okay.
No Mahayangs.
I don't do Mahayans.
Oh, cool, man.
Soweto.
Oh,
Oh,
you
Soweto.
to Soweto. Oh, okay.
Serious?
Yes, I want to look smart.
But when did you come to Pretoria though?
I came to school and then
Was it high school or
at Tshidi.
church? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You
never.
And I never left. I got married
And here you are now.
and then ta-da.
Nah. Okay. No. Nice
Welcome.
Nice to have you guys. And obviously on the right, as you guys know,
Dumisho lebelo Ferrari.
and
I
on
get to
the
Mahayang, get to Sosh.
Mahayang social. Yemeting Lina social.
Sutu, Shangan, Guni, Venda. Listen.
Really?
Yeah. No
Know
saiti.
that.
Soto, Shangan, Nguni, Venda.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's it. Yeah, because
No,
social
no.
nguve you cry
So,
every
kya ba
time.
ba utswa Mahayang.
Ba utswa Mahayang.
Pila ke mo toropo. Sosha ke mo toropo.
Ke ko toropo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Every tribe go social nguve. Yeah.
Interesting.
I didn't know that. So
No, saitsi le wena?
Next time, let me also confess, I didn't know that.
I don't know Mahayang utswa kae.
No, na ke tswa maheng ke tswa Rangu.
Ah, ke Mahayang.
I refuse. Yeah, man. And then kind of on the left we have.
Edgar Lutova, guys. Na Mahayang ke tswa Siyabuswa kwa Ndebele. Ngumndebele.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
100%. So yesterday it was Edgar's birthday. Remember, guys, we told you about we're going to a camp on the 5th to the 7th of September, and we'll be celebrating Edgar's birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. How was your day yesterday?
My day was beautiful, guys. So I'm officially 40 years and a day old today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
I'm happy about that. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I'm happy about that, man. I was actually looking forward to 40, and yeah, man. I'm very
So how do you feel? Is something changed, or do you feel different, or are you motivated?
Nah, and I've never really been big on birthdays and stuff. So it's just who know what normal fella, but you know, I just appreciate the love I received. My man, yo, guys, for my birthday, I received so much love. So much love, yeah.
I was actually surprised because of you were posting and you have a test the next day.
Yeah.
How did you manage to do that, dude?
So
I'm sure it must suck hitting the 40 mark and the next day you're writing a test. You can't even celebrate.
Hey, it was bad. So my birthday was Friday, the 15th August. On Saturday, I was writing an exam, like a very hectic exam. But I had been studying during the week. And then, Friday, called my sister and her husband. Shout out to them. And they made my day so special. The kids, Makwena, Puti, thank you guys for so much. Literally, yeah. So they made my day very special. They brought me beautiful presents, guys. And since we're having a camp, one day get some camping stuff and everything.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow,
camping
that's nice.
pans and stuff. I can't wait to make you guys omelets and stuff, you know. Yeah. So and then, but yeah, man, I had been preparing for my exam and it went well. Get exam tela ugradi marks immediately and I passed. So man. Yeah.
So that's
Nice
a birthday
one.
gift to yourself,
for
right?
Sure, for sure.
No,
For sure.
100%.
Yeah, and thank you guys as well for the love, the messages, the calls. I appreciate it, guys.
No, 100%. Tumisho, are you gonna be at the camp as well?
Of course.
Yeah,
Of course,
yeah.
of course, of
What are you
course.
looking forward to the camp?
Lo tse pa ho stouta man. Wa itse camp ke lo tsa ho tshwenya batho, boshiu, motho a robala, o motsose, all that stuff. Ka tlala no. I think one of the things
I was concerned.
the views, the last time we were there, the views were something I really look forward to because in the morning, just seeing the whole, I wanna see that picture, the water, so I'm looking forward to that. So that's the biggest thing. And even camping, normally when we go camping, we never do the tent thing, lady sleeping bag. So I'm really excited about that. I normally like chalet or whatever.
Oh,
So
snap, okay.
yeah, so I'm bringing a sleeping bag. Yeah.
So basically, it's your first time camping.
Yeah. The authentic camping. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
First time too.
It's your first
Yeah.
time too, ne? Okay. Karabo, Wena, are you excited about the camp?
I'm very excited about the camp. I'm over the moon about the camp.
Yeah, what are you looking forward to?
I cannot wait for people. I can't wait to see people. I can't wait to sleep and actually wake up the next morning to see everything. Yeah, the games. Oh, you guys are gonna be so on. My games
Oh
are always
yeah,
on point.
Karabo always makes it.
Yeah.
Go
It's
stay.
gonna be
Yeah.
hella fun. I cannot wait. I can't wait. Yeah.
Okay. And Lady M, for you? Are you coming? And if you're coming, what are you looking forward to?
Yeah, I am coming. I'm too much of a girly girl, so I don't know how I'm going to. I've done camping before,
Okay.
but it was not too campy, you know. So yeah,
What's
I'm
not too
looking forward.
campy?
Like it had facilities that accommodated the kind of person that I am.
Clamping.
Glamping.
Not glamping per se, but yeah, it had showers, they had mirrors, they had, you know, facilities that would accommodate a person like myself. So I didn't really struggle that much. So I'm looking forward to seeing how I navigate around that because yeah, I'm a very closed off person. So I'm looking forward to seeing how I interact with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, can I chip in there before? I must confirm to the people that are coming that there are showers. There are mirrors. I think we just need to put it out there. There are showers. We can confirm that there are showers. There are mirrors.
Toilets.
What else are you looking for?
Toilets.
Just so we can reach out to the people that don't know the toilets. There are toilets, guys. There are toilets. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
That's cool.
And then for you?
It's my first time camping. I'm excited, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so
What are you excited about? What are you looking forward
being
to?
with everybody.
Being with everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. No, myself, I'm also looking forward to it because of the timing is good for me. Like it's not in winter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's in September. You know, so it will be a bit hot. So I'm looking forward for the people to come, the DJ to come, good music, good conversations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Celebrating your birthday.
Sure.
So I'm looking forward to that. And it wasn't just your birthday; it was Karabo's.
Karabo's on
Your
the-
birthday's on Monday.
Karabo's on the
It was your
18th.
husband's birthday. This
Road
past
Sang was
On the 14th, eh?
14th.
on the 14th on Thursday. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to celebrating everyone's birthday actually.
Beautiful, guys.
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, 100%.
The original December babies. We were actually calculating.
Yeah.
What about August?
Yeah.
Think about
But
December.
but August were
They
actually-
were produced about
Yeah.
December. So.
Yeah.
Oh
Can you-
my goodness, you were calculating.
Yeah. No, because it's about August.
Yeah.
And
Wait
all
till
the
about
kids are born
Chima.
in August.
Yeah.
Which and again, Anna, you are.
Yeah.
So Bali really had a very festive time.
Yeah. But guys, as a regular camper, I want to ask a question, and it will dispel a lot of things that I hear about. You guys are first time campers.
Yeah.
It will dispel a lot of things about what picture people have of camping. Karabo, but you've camped.
I have camped for long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So first time campers, what's your picture? What picture I want to dispel some of these myths about camping, you know.
I've done camping before, so I have an idea of what's going to happen and how it's going to happen. It's just that it will be a different site. So, yeah, I've done camping before.
Okay.
And yeah, he's actually right. People do get up to no good at camping.
Yeah.
So,
And then do you think there's snakes at campsites and stuff?
yeah, I think there are. But probably it's those ones who are not venomous. I highly doubt that they are venomous ones. I don't know. That's what I think.
Okay.
Does this count for me? I've On Christmas, my cousins comes with a tent.
Yeah.
We normally sleep outside.
Go Dladleng.
Yeah.
No, that you're first
not camping.
You're first time.
I'm a first time camper.
So what? But what comes to your mind? What comes to your mind? Hebaro ya camping.
What comes to my mind? I mean,
Yeah. Besides, using camp ya go gardening. No.
Listen, as long as there's no snakes and all of those things, I'm happy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what.
So you also thinking this?
Yeah, I always thinking, what if something comes
Yeah.
in the middle of the night, you know what I
Okay.
mean? All of those things. But the venue that I've seen, it doesn't have those things. So I'm happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. Lena?
Being dirty for a couple of days and not caring.
That
That is the first thing that comes to my mind.
That I can confirm is kind of true. Yeah, that's not a myth. Yeah.
Yeah,
What
So it
that's
happens.
That's the first thing that comes to my
Yeah.
mind, like being dirty for
Yeah.
maybe 2 days in Yana and nobody cares. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lick
Right.
fire or
No
the camp.
lashes, no lipstick.
Yes.
just, you know,
Okay. So that I can attest to it. Is kind of the vibe ya camp. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody
But
cares.
things like snakes, guys, and stuff. Okay, it depends on where you go as well. If you're going to the wild, if you're going to Kruger National Park, maybe and stuff.
Yeah.
But most like of these campsites, mobile artists and stuff, where there's just generally mo hona le ho tletseng batho, a ho be le dinoha, kind of thing. So when you invite someone to a camp, the first thing they say,
Le
But
mo-
Yeah.
or
all
the
in
whole
one
day.
space, right?
Yeah.
All be in one space.
Yes,
Okay.
but what you said about maybe just to never fail without a candle, I think that's kind of the whole point. Just forget about.
For 2 days.
No, but the showers, you go and have a shower,
Every
but
night.
you sitting by the fire and stuff. That is partly kind of true.
If you're
But-
OCD, then it's a problem. But if Ahmed, you won't even notice. You probably
yeah,
won't
yeah,
We
time
wouldn't
goes so
even
fast.
care, ne?
Yeah.
I think you will care on Sunday.
Yeah,
Mara mo gona mo, But if you'll be swimming,
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's a swimming pool there.
yeah,
Yeah. And about the animals, there's still animals there, but that roam around, but they're not
wild animals.
Like we saw
wild
last time.
animals. Yes,
Yeah.
like we saw last time.
Zebra,
Amazing.
yeah, there was zebra.
Zebras.
what?
Snap, not the ones there. They're not wild.
There's no lion, no tiger.
Mara kan neti zebra ke di wild animals.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
There are
okay.
zebras in the wild. They are wild animals.
Oh, okay.
But there's also chickens in the wild. Are those wild animals? You see?
A chicken here. I mean, a zebra here.
Would I? Yes, if my yard is big enough and has a zebra.
I feel like zebra are aggressive. Mara every animal in a instinct ya hore ka ba aggressive if you feel threatened. It said the ostrich is not like a lot of camping sites have ostriches and stuff. They're not violent animals, but I like a pet dog is not a violent animal. Mara he ka feel threatened, it might bite or protect itself. I feel like that. Yeah.
I think I'm saying they are part of the wild
Okay, my
because
dear.
of the ecosystem of the wild.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they belong to the wild because of the ecosystem of the
Sure.
wild, not necessarily them being dangerous animals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now get you.
Yeah.
Okay, 100%.
Another one, yeah, hore, Mollo is always going. Another one, designers, they are biases. It's a true Ruko campaign, you always have a fire going the whole day and night, from morning to evening. Why?
I think that's what we try and do.
Sure. Okay.
That's what we try and do. Yeah.
If
Interesting.
you want to cook, then there will be fire, I guess.
Yeah.
All day.
All
Every
day.
day.
Yeah.
For the 2 days.
So as a myth.
Horo-
Molala motho every time someone.
Re try ho ira bjalo, so we outdoors, so we try and keep the fire
Just
going.
get yourself some nasal spray, will be okay. It's just 2
And
nights.
mara like a summer, you don't necessarily have to sit close to the
Just 2
fire.
nights.
Yeah.
2 nights, 3 days, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys will be there on a Friday until Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You as well.
I think so.
This is not the right time to say I think so. We're shooting here.
I'm actually getting excited. I was a bit skeptical about it,
Yeah.
but I'm actually like now.
What
warming
are
up
your
to the
reservations
idea.
about it?
I don't have any.
Yeah.
Oh, then why are you still thinking about it?
That's a good question.
I am going. I am coming. He's asking if I'll be there from Friday.
Yes.
So I'm saying probably, maybe, I don't know.
Why don't you want to come on Friday? Oh, ke mabaka. Oh, I thought maybe ke taba ya ho tlhapa. Like you can risk one day, but you can't risk two.
I thought you went a bath. I think he said there are showers.
Yeah.
No, there are
There's plenty of
showers. There are
showers.
showers. No, they are showers.
But basically, you clap one. And get a Friday, you clap.
Oh, yeah, one.
Every Saturday, you wake up, you clap, and then Sunday, we are high.
Yeah.
Are we gonna leave Sunday morning?
No,
when
no,
we
no,
wake
no,
up?
no. Mara, by the time we know you, we don't care
Yeah.
No, we can't.
So you're not gonna
Guys, we are women. We need to.
Yeah, no.
we need
Total
to
look
say
up.
that.
You see, that's another myth. Why are we women to bath?
But then, okay, for
Tshidi,
me,
didn't
I
you say
shower
that-
every single night
Even
before
us
I
guys.
sleep. It's my thing.
I thought you said
I
or
need to
camping.
shower every
Or
night.
Yeah,
camping
so
is about
you'll have that
or you don't
option.
have
I
to.
go hono roba like satlapa. So
Yeah.
But you're not at home though.
for this weekend, I must just
yeah, adapt, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
100%.
You will have that option. And then guy maybe as a single guy, maybe coming get a so take a shower. Something is bubbling up. Wow, what are we take a shower?
So wait, so are you coming alone?
No, I'm not.
Who are you coming with?
I'm not coming alone.
Come on, I feel like I'm there.
I can put shower and not go to camp. But the situation is just no shower. Or
So you coming with the guy? Meaning the person that guy. I guess
yeah, I'm not coming alone, guys. I get to
Yeah, but she's asking a question. No, she's asking a question.
That's what I'm saying. So the person that
Okay.
you're coming with is a guy.
No, it's guys and ladies because I'm coming with you guys.
Okay, let me be more specific. Are you?
Bring like a couple of girls.
No, I'm coming with you guys, so I'm not coming alone.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna be the one with the camera there standing by the gate.
So wait, so the question was that are you personally inviting anyone so that you can be with that person?
No, I'm coming with you guys.
Okay. So you're not coming with anyone personally.
Yeah, I'm just.
No.
I'm coming with you guys. No, I'm coming.
40 has a different.
Yeah, it's
it
got a
looks
different vibe.
He
Yeah.
says-
You
he
asked
tells
me
the
something
people.
about 40. Like before you turned 40, did you?
Remember, it was just yesterday. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, prior to you turning 40.
Yeah.
Like let me say, from last year when you turned 39.
Yeah.
Were you feeling anxious about turning 40? Like, did you feel like, you're not gonna have the what's the term? You're not gonna have the term is not coming.
Yeah, think about it.
Like you're not equipped
Progress.
to be turning a different
like
number.
you're not gonna have the same grace that you had in your 30s. Like now you need to have certain things in order. Did you feel any pressure?
Oh.
Not that it was coming from anybody, but from yourself.
Yeah.
Good question.
Yeah. Not really, man. But I was hoping. But the one thing I thought I would have like a property and stuff like that, which I didn't achieve. That's the one thing. But other than that, I was just looking forward to it. So the one thing that I was hoping, like, and I'm not fussing over it. But yeah, that's the only thing. But otherwise, I was looking forward to 40. Yeah.
No, 100%, man. No, I was looking forward to you getting married in your 30s. Clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Hoping
No,
for other kids.
no.
Yeah.
No. I'm saying this to to answer your question because of when I turned 30, right?
Yeah.
There was a different feeling.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
There was a
yeah.
different feeling.
Yeah.
As of now, now I'm expecting to have this, have that, and obviously I was comparing myself. I don't have this. I'm close to this.
totally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it was
yeah.
a bit scary, if I can put it like that, because of now you just think, time is not on my side anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because of obviously in your 20s, you just want to be playful. You just want to.
Yeah.
But for some reason, when you hit 30, it's just something clicks. So, dude, I'm not in my 20s anymore. I'm in my 30s. You know what I mean? So I think the question now she's also asking is that in your 40s, is it almost the same thing, similar to when you turn 30? You know what I mean? I think if I interpret the question properly.
Yeah. No, but what I answered, like, the one thing I had in mind, 40 is that, maybe property. That's the only thing. But I think all the other things I had expected, in my 30s, that's what I expected, and then it didn't work out. But I think in my mid 30s, I had no, maybe that's not the stuff I wanted. Yeah. So by the time I got to 40, I was over that.
But you know what they say, life begins at 40.
They say that.
Are you
They
40?
say-
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I'm-
So
I'm
how do you?
not
How,
already.
so how do you know? How do you know?
That's what they say.
Oh, that's what they say.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just like I'm just checking. Okay.
And I think regarding the pressure thing, just to ask ladies, do ladies generally feel more pressure when it comes to things of age?
Yeah.
More than
would think-
machita? Or
Yeah.
do you think
Yeah. For me, it does. I think I'm closer to 40 now. I'm turning 40 soon as well.
Yeah.
So,
What? You look
Yeah.
good. You look good, man.
Thank
don't
you.
look a day.
Dithaka tsa hao.
Nice, man.
Dithaka tsa hao. Diyaboha ka bontle.
yeah. So, for me, it's not really pressure of achievement, and it's not even, I'm not even saying this to gloat, but I feel like I've done well for myself. But you know, it's the fear of, okay, I'm getting old. You know, yeah, it's other things that put a lot of pressure on me, and it's not because of anyone was saying it or anyone is expecting it of me. It was just maybe it was just an internal battle for myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then at the since you're saying that you're close to 40,
Yeah.
do you still believe in marriage? Like, do you still want to get married? Because of I'm thinking that when we were young, you know, we also thought like 25 I'd get married, 30 I'd get married, and all of those things. As time goes by, do you think like that's just something that if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Or do you still want to?
I do believe in marriage, absolutely. But I think if I were to get married again, because I was married before.
Oh, okay,
actually,
okay.
Yeah. So if I were to get married, I would definitely do it with someone who was married before. Yeah,
nice.
because I think the idea of what marriage is and what actually marriage is, it's very different. So I would want to do it with someone who has been in it and know what marriage is about. Because when I went into my marriage the first time, I went in with a different view of what marriage is. And now I know what marriage is. You know? Yeah. Marriage is it's a service service provider. You are there to service someone else's needs. And yeah, different needs. I'm not talking about those needs, but like I don't mean those needs. I'm just saying like you are there to serve. You know, a marriage is about serving. You are there to serve another person. You kind of like have to die a little bit to yourself. So I just need a person who will have that same outlook, because I went in there and it was about me, what I thought things are supposed to be, how, you know, and unfortunately it did not work out.
But then my question is that
Sure.
what makes someone who was married and then divorced
Yeah.
qualify as opposed to someone that maybe wasn't married? Because of someone who wasn't married could have the same perspective you are having. So how would you know?
So I will just go with what I know as a standard.
Yeah.
The basis of the fact that you were married and I was married.
Okay.
So that would just be the basis of me making that decision.
Okay.
Because it's difficult to know about marriage when you have not been married. You know, people can have an opinion about being a parent, but until you are a parent, it does not take away from the fact that what your opinion of being a parent is might be correct. But until you are an actual parent, it's not going to be the same.
Sure.
So are you saying that if I, like myself right now, I don't have a child, are you saying it's better to date someone that doesn't have a child because I won't understand that person that actually is a parent?
No. I'm not saying it's better to date. I'm talking about a child, like being a parent.
Yeah.
Like right now, if you're not a parent, if you tell me something about being a parent, I'm not going to receive it the same way I would receive it when it's coming from someone who is a parent, because you know what it's like to be a parent. You have a perception of what being a parent is. You know what I mean?
Practical.
Yeah.
Practically fear.
Yeah.
Hey,
So can I ask, for people like myself, I don't have a child. So when I give you my 2 cents about parenting, do you take it?
Absolutely. I do take it. But my
Be honest now.
No, I I do take it. I do take it. I'm just saying, I get what you're talking. That was just it was like an additional thing to your question on marriage, or like if a person has done something, we are comparing apples with apples because you have done it. Yeah.
100%.
Okay. When I 2 cents at a wait, okay.
Niece and a nephew. They're not my kids.
Yeah,
You can
but-
abandon
No,
them at any time. You can be like,
Yeah,
guys, I'll see you later. You know, when you have a child, you don't.
No, for sure.
They're not
That
my
person,
kids.
Yeah.
and you are not even responsible to teach to. You know, I was talking to someone this morning. I was like, I don't think I want to have another child because I don't think I want another human being so reliant on me. Because like when you have a child, you have a person who's reliant on you like 100%. You know, you having to mold their their character, how they think, how they go out in the world.
Oh.
Having a child is not about just showing up financially, but it's also about how you teach them the morals, the values that you instill in a person. And that is your job, like 24/7.
It's a lifetime
Yeah,
job.
it's something that you have to do every single day. And you don't even get a chance to say, like, today I'm just not going to be a mom.
No, for sure. For sure. Yeah. I feel, I'm actually feeling the way you feel like now.
Tshidi, you're probably more ready than you think. Whatever.
No, you're not.
I think Tshidi can experience her.
Deep, bro.
Yeah.
It is. But you're a deep person.
And I know, I
Actually a
think,
deep
I
person.
think,
Can I put on my gloves?
Tshidi ke motho o
yeah.
mo deep.
I think motho a nang le ngwana or bana o khona ho fa perspective A. But also, but the joy of being a parent as well. There's that element. There's some joy of being a parent as well. You know. So you know both sides, and you know both sides. So there's some. I'm feeling exactly the same. I don't want another. I've got one child. I don't understand. But I wouldn't have known this if next time I'm at home. And then it doesn't necessarily mean hore. Yeah, now I'm looking at Linya and I'm no. It's a beautiful feeling. It's something I love being a parent, Mara. I just don't want to do it again. You know what? And it doesn't make. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Knowing all of that, because you guys have kids, would you advise somebody like me to have a kid?
I think if you are to have a kid, then do it in a marriage. I would highly recommend that you. Parenting is not a one parent's job. It just does not work.
Yeah. Even if it's a fat and I think I was saying last episode. Now for now personally, even if you fat and said, but if you bloma together, kind of thing. That's a little. We spoke about it in an episode. That was like, I would advise if you're more fat and setting or you're living together, or whatever, even if you're not married, then. I'm saying Helen not together. Whether it's official, legally, or whatever, but as long as they're not together.
You know, I agree, Modiegi, because of Tabaya. You know, it's very interesting or like seta. Mara, let's say a permanent decision. Lena, you permanent in marriage. Mara, let's say a permanent decision with a child. It's much better a situation or let's say a permanency too. Let's say a permanency. So I'm actually with her.
Yeah, no,
because because of one. Imagine being in a relationship because of one. That's another difficult conversation. There are people in relationships just because they have a child. And get matata faith.
Did you hear that, guys? Timusha said that if you are Fatan said, and then Alanyala, it's unfair to actually take a permanent decision on having a child when you guys can't take a permanent decision for yourselves.
That's powerful. That's powerful.
We're not ready.
No, we're not ready.
No, we're not ready.
But do you know if you're ready?
You don't know.
You don't know when you're ready.
You don't know.
Okay?
And right out.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what you're gonna get.
Exactly.
You know,
Until
what
you
if you
take
get
a-
a sickly child?
Were you ready? Were any of you ready?
No.
Nobody was ready.
No.
You just
Take
But
the
guys,
plunge. You take the plunge.
For me, I'm always asking, if you're gonna have unprotected sex, aren't you telling yourself you're ready? Because of
No.
what do you expecting to come out if you don't have
it's
unprotected
in the
sex?
moment. Nobody's ready. Nobody.
Yeah.
Naive, I don't think so.
Nah,
Yeah.
you don't think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Vulnerable.
Okay, I love you. All these lies and all of and you believe that. And okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we going to get into the topics? I think you guys compiled a couple of good questions that we.
Yeah.
There's something you need to say.
Okay.
No, I think I liked the questions quite a lot.
Okay. What question do you like then?
Actually, all of them.
Yeah, but which one did you like? Okay, this was a good. The first one maybe that even came to your mind.
Okay, I think the first one would be what is is that unpopular opinion?
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And what did you take from that?
Okay.
Because what I actually want to do, let me read all of them, and then we'll decide as we go.
But I want to start.
Then we'll go back to more. Red flags versus green flags. The signs in dating each other's, each gender needs to, what we need to watch out for. Okay, red flags versus green flags. The signs in dating which we have to look out for. Okay. Number 2, is there such thing as healthy jealousy? Is there anything like healthy jealousy? Number 3, is it wrong to be Bob the Builder in a relationship? Re tla explain la Bob the Builder ke man. And then number 4, unpopular opinions, right? And then 5, the who pays dilemma, navigation of modern dating, most awkward moments you've ever asked. Hey, okay. Am I the toxic one? Have you ever asked anything like that? Those are pretty much the topics.
Yeah.
I think I like just to come to before you get in there, because I just want to know when you actually saw the unpopular one, what was the first thing that came to your mind, right? But I think for me, I would also like the toxic one as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I think sometimes we easy to see someone being toxic, not asking ourselves, are we toxic? You know what I mean? And I've said this quite a number of times. But let me come to you.
Okay, so which one are you asking me?
The unpopular one. What's the first thing you came to?
Okay.
What's the first thing that came to your mind?
So, I think for me, and this goes for both genders, and I want you guys to hear me. Let's react before you guys understand what I'm saying. I do not think that monogamy is normal. I'm not saying that it cannot be practiced with one person at a time. I'm just saying that I do not believe that it's human nature to be with one person for the rest of your life. Like, that's just something that I don't.
Oh, so
I don't
monogamy
think-
ko bale motho mo one.
Oh,
misunderstand okay. Oh, okay.
Yes, like, but for the rest of your life.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
that I'm not saying you can't practice it. It can be practiced. It can
Yeah.
be done. I just don't think that it's normal.
Very
I
unpopular.
don't
think it's realistic. Yeah.
It's realistic.
That's actually very deep, eh?
Yo. Yeah.
Hence, we get so many cases of divorce where people are like, I'm divorcing this guy because we grew apart. I don't know this person anymore. We've been together for 15 years. What I was attracted to 15 years ago is not what I'm attracted to now. So what's the point of me holding on to this hope or whatever? So yeah, I in a way I agree with Modiegi. I in a way I do.
Sorry.
I think people need to be given I know it's gonna sound bad, but I feel like people need to be in kind of an agreement where maybe they get married for 7 years.
Yeah.
And if then after 7 years they kind of renew, they sit down and be like, okay, do we still want to continue with this? And if a person feels like, what, I still want to do this with you, then maybe that's when we can now go on and be together.
But in that 7 years, you monogamous.
Yeah, no, definitely. You are with one person.
You see, we sign a contract maybe.
So we have a 5 year and then review 7 year and then
7
review.
years, because people usually say that it's after the 7 year mark and it could be true because I was married for 9 years or 8 or 9 years.
Yeah.
And it was after the 7th year when things started getting
The honeymoon
really bad.
affair, okay.
So they say, after the 7 year mark, if you guys are still together, then chances are your marriage is gonna last. Because there's something about the 7 year mark.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
snap, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ghost lady or ring
So I'm just thinking, let's do it for 7 years.
Yeah.
And after 7 years, if we still have the urge to continue with each other, then we do. And if we don't, we just
Yeah, the other option
just
could
walk
be
away from it.
an open marriage.
No.
No.
So but why is an open marriage not an option?
Facts.
Actually, I'm saying no, but now that I think about it, why
Yeah.
is open marriage not okay?
Because marriage is a commitment. If you're gonna open it, then you are taking away from what it actually is.
But if I'm committed,
you're putting
so
a,
it's better to end
but
things.
if you're putting a
Like,
timeline
make
to it, you're also saying this commitment
In
is
7
subject
years.
to.
Yeah.
You're saying that
But
the
it
commitment
is.
is subject to
Yeah,
revaluation.
that's right.
Yeah.
There isn't, but we know that change comes.
Yeah.
And like I said, most people say that after 7 years, that's when most marriages are likely not to make it. So how about we be smart about it? You anticipate it. You actually come with a contingency plan before something happens. You say what, if 7 years, then years, and then we have outgrown what we started, then let's release each other. And then in that way, it's not gonna come as a surprise when I say, I don't want to do this thing anymore.
Yeah. So after
But
7 years, you review. Sorry, Karab.
I'm
Go
so
for
sorry.
it.
I'm saying, if those are the terms at which you started with, then I think it would be okay. But if the terms are we're going through till death, because that's what the vows say,
Yes.
then there's no need for us to be renewing every 7 years.
I was about to even say, to add to what Karabo said, because I assume the way you are speaking, and I can hear how you're speaking, is that you've got Christian values, right? So now, if the Bible says that, what God has joined together, let no man break.
Yeah.
And if I'm now married to you, and I didn't cheat on you, and I didn't give you those conditions where you can divorce me,
Yeah.
wouldn't that be actually against those Christian values?
No, it will. What's your question? No. Like it's not to say that I'm saying it's wrong. I'm not against it. But when I look at it, like Karabo said, I don't think it's realistic, because when I got married, I was still young. I got married at 22, ne? And I mean, I did life with this guy all my 20s.
Okay.
And when I turned 30, I had a different outlook of life than when I did when I got into the marriage.
Sure.
And that's when I realized, I was like, no, this is not the person that, but he was then. That's the thing. It's not to say that when I was 20, he was not the person that I wanted to be with. But when I was 30, he was like, this is not what I want, you know? So I think had it been or it was allowed for people to have that option, I'm not saying that it should be done that way. I'm not saying it should be contextual, but I'm just saying what, like, it's a little bit unrealistic to expect people to be with one person forever.
Though you didn't answer my question, though.
Okay, what is your question?
My question was simple. Was saying, if, because I assume that you are a believer, right? I think I've known you for some time now, and I could pick up that. But now, if now you're gonna say that I'm gonna be with this person, I'm committing to God that I'm gonna be with this person, right? And then now we come with the world standard that says that, listen, after 7 years, if I feel like reviewing whether I want to be with this guy or not, wouldn't that go against God's, commitment about two people?
It would be. It would be going against that. I agree that it would be going against God's standards regarding marriage. Hence, I said, I'm not saying it can be practiced. I'm not saying it can be done. I just don't think it's realistic.
Oh, yeah.
You don't think it's realistic? Okay. Because I could go deeper, but let me stop it there to just give other people
So
a chance.
don't you think also it's an age thing? You got married when you were 22.
Yeah.
That was a very young age.
Our parents got married at 18 and they stuck it out all their lives.
Times are different, though, right?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm sure when they were in their mid 20s, they wanted to leave too, but at that time they couldn't leave. They didn't have a choice. They had to stay. You know? Yeah.
And my bringing an open marriage into the picture is because one of the key things you're saying about being with one person. So if we have an open marriage and during our marriage we can negotiate having someone, other people, whatever. That element there, you can, like, how realistic one kind of thing. It kind of deals with that element kind of thing. But when if you call an arrangement there, there can be some people, whatever, I don't know. Well, understand kind of thing. Yeah.
I think how I look at it is like you worked in that season of my life. Now I'm in a different season. I need to go with something that will work in my new season. Yeah. So why am I still keeping you?
Or it could be the review after 7 years.
I think and guy on both ends, and I think on my side I'm trying to fight for monogamy and marriage.
Yeah.
I'm trying to because of the belief that I grew up in, and I think there are valid points that are here, and I think the idea of marriage was always to say, this thing must be the two of you are better, together than separately, and you should be growing together. For example, things that you do, like some of the examples that I have of the best marriages, these people are like best friends because we are everywhere together to some extent, but I've seen that's what works, because these people like enjoy being in the same space, enjoying doing the same thing, and what I've seen is how they actually don't grow apart. In those examples, and what you said, and I think ideally there is a way that it should work out, that you don't have to, after 7 years, or maybe I'll go and look at some. ideally, I think it's possible, but I think it's a hard route to figure it out. Actually, not gonna the answer. That's why I was so nyale, but I think it's possible to be with one person.
Monogamous for forever.
It's definitely not easy, but
Is it
there's a way.
Kamutle like Lady M nahabolela ne? And then also obviously I'm bringing, as you just brought now, the Christian values ne? But I'm trying to now understand that would it be fair to hold someone hostage based on their values when they're not happy with that person, because of now people outgrow each other, someone becomes a different person. So now if I become like, okay, I grew up in a place where the pastor used to say marriage till death, but I'm not happy, must I keep that unhappiness till the day I die? I think she wants to come in. Okay.
I also think one thing people must understand is that marriage, to stay in it, is a choice. So nobody's holding you hostage.
Sure.
So you choose every day, you choose each other every day. Nobody say you must do it.
Yeah.
Tomorrow you can wake up
And say,
and say,
my parachute is here, I'm gone.
I'm out. But it's a choice every day. When you, even like relationships in general, all of them, whether it's your, besides your home is debatable, ne? Where your parents are. But your friendships, your relationship, as in your partner or whatever, it's a choice. Because you can dump them along the way and say, this thing is not serving me anymore, it's whatever.
I'm out.
I'm out. Yeah.
Can I just also chip in? So now, if we're gonna base marriage on the biblical aspect of marriage, then we need to look at what God says marriage is. Because when we look at most people who are married even today, some of them, yes, the marriage is working or their marriage is successful. But I'm trying not to be deep about it.
Yeah.
Be deep.
Ever deep.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I think when we look at marriages these days, we have marriages or people in marriages, they are there to serve themselves in the marriage. And I do not believe that's what God has called marriage to be. That is not what God has called marriage to be. Because everything that is of God will always be to glorify God. It will be to work for what God has called their marriage to do. So we do have people who are in marriages. Yes, their marriages are working. They are successful. But now if we want to talk about the morality of it and we want to talk about the spirituality aspect of it, we can't be selective about it. We have to go all in on it. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Guy, are you listening?
I'm listening, but I'm, yeah, this is there tomar tsena mo Bible God ka sharakana. No her tsena mo Bible God ka sharakana mara.
No.
It's safe to say we're not ready.
I genuinely think that we're living in different times. You know what I mean? Because of the dynamics of what our parents faced and what we are currently facing is different. You know what I mean? I mean, now, for example, you've got the unemployment rate is very high. You know what I mean? You've got someone who's almost 40 still living at home. You know what I mean? So when I say that I'm going to marry someone, give me pila pila. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there are people that are working that can't even afford themselves. I mean, now the struggles are real. You find that someone within 2 weeks, you know, after getting paid, like moto offlet broke, and offlet broke got anything else. Offlet broke got the commitments.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And then no, like and then like, you know, I might not just be talking about you, but I might be talking about a lot of people. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, I know. I just want to say it goes beyond. You know, it's really a problem in our generation. You know what I mean? Yeah, or you find that there's someone maybe in the middle. I mean, in a year, someone can take a loan for like 5 times a year just to survive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just to say, hey, I need money for petrol to go to work. You know what I mean? People don't have money to go to work. Where they get the money from? You know what I mean? So I mean, you know, and you find that when you're looking at our parents' time, most of our parents had their own houses at the age of 25.
Yeah.
Between 25 to 30. They had their own houses.
Yeah.
Now you find that how many people that are about to turn 40, it's like
But where did they have the houses? It wasn't in the cities.
Some people,
It wasn't
yeah,
in the
but some
urban
people,
areas.
but it's so bad that some people can't even afford to have it where they used to have it.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I
We
mean?
were actually talking about it, Mabaniko Jimmy, and it's quite interesting. I was having with the white guy. You think like it's across maybe, but sorry, it's the reality everyone across, and we were saying like the scales have turned so much, like the employment, the education. Like now, women are more empowered than Machita when it comes to employment and education and stuff. They and then Kale traditionally, Manyora and Elibona never urbanizer if I want any breadwinner sort of thing. Now we're moving into a time where as much that we have to adjust to maybe sometimes again to add some more and stuff into union arena than Kale.
Or you were talking to the white guy, like I want to know what
He was telling me that
Or things are not so different.
he was
for white people.
no, it wasn't even about race at the
For South
time.
Africans.
Do we know
For South
why? Why have things changed so much?
So you felt like you could relate with the white person?
No. Like more racing here in Alberta, we can see who like the skills detail like women are more empowered or like Baba more in the more spanning and
So
stuff.
he was
So
understanding.
Nari Mukobona, it's the same.
It's the same.
It's
That's
the
what-
same.
oh.
Yeah, Lena Nari Mukobona.
He's lying though.
He's telling you he's not.
Oh, he's not lying.
White men.
Eh?
You think there is a
Why is it getting Rotisa Yan Quebers? Next episode, Kitisa Yan Quebers.
Yeah.
There's no. I don't know. I don't want to be controversial.
Yeah.
Very controversial.
please?
Okay. Let me park it.
No, Bulela, Paketi. How many times do you come on this platform? Bulela, Usi.
This
It
is my
might take you
second
another
time.
year. It's your opportunity.
Yeah.
Bulela.
But basically, conversation conversation was that
Bulela.
socio-economic status it changed.
No, I park it. When the camera's
Yeah.
on.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Park it.
No,
Because people are sensitive these days, and then you're gonna get cancelled because Matisa was like,
Yeah.
telling the truth.
Well, you
People
can,
don't wanna
you can
hear
say
the
it. We're still trying to get born. So
That's why we
can't
created
because-
this
Okay,
platform.
let me just say this. When
Yes.
it comes to white people, being black and being white is a difference.
Yeah.
And there's no relation. I cannot relate with the white person, and the white person can't relate with me. That's it. I don't wanna
Go deeper.
no,
Yeah.
because if I go deeper, then it's gonna be something
something
else.
else,
yeah.
That's my. It's not even an opinion. It's a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I release off camera because I got fail.
No,
You want people to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't have anything to say about it.
no. I mean, but at the end of the day, it doesn't change the fact that things have changed. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It doesn't change that. I mean, we're not talking about, we're talking about good, honest people.
Yeah.
Who are working. Things are just not the same. It's tough.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's just tough. Things are expensive. I mean, back in the days, no tsana ka mashopong a 100 rand, no tswa ka lo tse dintsi.
Yeah.
No ka 100 rand ho tsena mashopong, it's like, dude, we don't 100 rand ka mashopong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? O
Yeah.
tswa ka ntho e maybe a 1 or nothing at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, ho reka dessert, just dessert can be like 110. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
dessert, 110. You know what I mean?
10 rand like you're on Keep on it, 10 rand.
10 rand they expose again. Yeah, no 100%. But so Timisho, now you think that people should just get married, but
No, now I
because of with what I just said now with the challenges and the social challenges.
Yeah.
How does one go about it?
Nabona marriage ke ratela ntho e one. Two is better than one. Me too. Only one, di tough. Ne? And I think there's a lot of things that come to to say why get married. Mara, if I had to choose one of them, is that born. If you can avoid being only one, do it, Joe.
Mara, there's no one that wants you child though.
No, there's a lot of things.
Yeah.
You can break it down or get married, do this and this and this. Right, later. But if I think to give a basic thing like warmth.
People are getting married for all the wrong reasons, and they want to sustain a marriage.
That time you have blankets.
Like a person.
Account 0
So what
Zero.
happens when we are both?
He's
Because there will
zero.
be situations where
Yeah.
we are
Tshwara
both
tshwara
not
Mike
working.
Grootman o sa tsere break ina.
So what happens when
Like
we are both not
Grootman.
working? If we are saying that two is better than one,
Yeah.
what happens when you are not working and I'm not working?
No, obviously, and I agree with you on the scenario. Yeah, change.
Yeah.
And it's one all the time, and that's why I think let's not base it on just the one thing. If we wanna break it down, how do we break it down? Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's go for it.
What are we
I
doing?
think
Wait.
We talking
breaking
about
down marriage.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm ready.
Yes. I think singleness is very important because a marriage is as good as each person in their singleness.
100%.
So if you are not your best person in your singleness, trust me, marriage is not gonna work for you. You will. Oh, sorry. my bad.
Then I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you said that if you can be with a person, then make it a point that you are in a
Oh, I
relationship.
gotta make it the point. I think that's why
Yeah.
that's why now we're breaking it down.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I'm not married. Clearly, if it was just
What's
for
the
And,
reason?
and it's because of
That's
you
what we're
are
talking
making,
about,
you are
no?
making
What is the
it
reason?
a monetary thing.
Rate.
What is the reason?
It's financial. things.
Ferrari.
Finances. Marriage is not about finances.
Or being the best person,
You can be when
you
you're
can
single.
be only one. For example, I always used to say, one of the things that I always said was, you complete me.
Yeah.
That's one of them.
Now
You complete me. Bon, you need to be 100% good, only happy, only one. You
Yeah.
ain't not 100% good
Yeah.
and happy, only one.
Then your hundreds, mate.
So it's not just that thing. Because span or okay, raratana, 100% happy, maar really too hard span, maar har nyalan. Hey,
Sometimes
that's
it
up
can
to
happen
you.
even inside the marriage. You said you're
That's true.
Man,
two people.
Yeah.
That's true. That can happen inside a marriage.
Yes, but
One
can I
sharaka
also-
sort of like
Yeah.
maybe find it okay.
But can I also go back to him because he said one thing and now he's saying a different thing. You said one of the things that you like. Okay, no, maybe it's not. the
Yeah.
same. Let's leave it.
Not the only thing ke was single ke letswai bai.
You wanna know your way?
I'm sure you don't have a problem in
Yeah,
that
Rowan.
department.
Nah, I was actually
Nigga, please.
no, I was actually
You're not
saying.
fooling us.
And guys, no, on a serious note, ne?
Edgar, when last did you get some?
So that's what I wanna come to. I get, ne?
We got some like 4 hours ago.
Ndakubutse, ne? So guys, situation akakuhore. And even personally because in Modiegi we going through shit, but we haven't been together for quite some time. Right? So even though ke na lo tshwara dikoroponyana matohonyana mola le mola, it gets to a point where but you're like you shagging people, you having sex, but like you start realizing like 10 months later, 11 months later, usna a regular sexual partner, whatever. Sex is actually you start thinking maybe like it's overrated. You understand? Because I made a point of like it's overrated. I sure. Mara like all these people like, and I always find something wrong. I know we've been apart for some time now.
Yeah. No, I think 40 is gonna be a problem. I really think 40 is gonna be a problem.
Why?
This revelations clearly get the fourth level of no.
No. I was saying it. I was saying it.
No, it's a good thing. I just no. I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I'm not used to him being so
Vulnerable.
No, but
vulnerable.
last
Like,
episode I was saying the same thing.
yeah, but I
feeling
can
a bit
see
lonely.
you're consistent
I think it
now.
was approaching.
Well, I understand. So you get sex, but you get like there's intimacy. Dog. You having sex, but there's no intimacy. You know what I mean? But when you have a partner, when you have someone you with the all time, it's different. It's different.
Tshidi, open your top there. Let him lay here.
Yes,
Let him lay on your bosom.
Being single is not the worst thing in the world.
Yes,
I always
definitely.
tell people that it
Yeah.
is not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
And embrace it.
Yeah. And then my
I
intimacy.
think everybody
Whole
needs to go
single,
through a period of
I think I've gotten used to it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you don't say
You
you
get
get shave. You have to shave. You do the patterns of shave. Let's not change it.
You get used to it.
sometimes it's not that bad.
The patterns of
You get
of shave.
Remember, guys, but let's be honest. Let's be honest. When When you say
No, that is not nice.
That's not nice.
Kabakgolo.
Because sometimes we put on a whole game or cut a grass game is cavating. Still to la die grass. Hot a game like grassy shit.
Don't think about it. You are over preparing for it.
Okay, so
I told you. But at the same time, you're saying that for being single is not a problem. But I mean, for a certain time. But I mean, you can't be single now for 10 years now.
I just miss intimacy.
Like, I mean, what's the because of remember, with singleness comes loneliness, and in loneliness comes with certain decisions that you make through loneliness. You end up choosing the wrong guy. You end up being at the wrong place. You end up being desperate. You know what I mean?
You become a whore.
Yeah.
Can I respond to that?
Yeah, you can.
I know I'm talking a lot, but I think it goes back to, I think, one of the topics that we spoke about. I mean, that you mentioned, or one of the things that, you know, have you ever asked yourself if you've been toxic before?
Oh, yeah.
You know, I think for me, I've never asked myself if I've been toxic. It's just about like self-reflecting on how I contributed in the relationship not working. So when you say, well, if you are single for too long, you're gonna end up being desperate. I think when you are single for too long, you get to, well, I can only speak for myself. For me, it has helped me to identify that I need to be self-sufficient whether I'm with a person or not. And it actually made me to be so picky. Like, for the fact that I've been single for so long, it has not made me desperate. It actually has helped me to raise my standards and not to compromise on them. Yeah, so it has not raised that thing, oh, now I'm desperate to be intimate and I need, no, it actually made me to be
Self-aware.
It raised a lot of self-awareness.
Okay.
So yeah.
Being single is not that bad, guys. I've been single for like 3 years. Yes, you get lonely, but I can be by myself and be okay with the fact that I'm by myself. And when the right man comes, then yeah, he comes. No more situationships. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. Those are tiring. Those are just pointless. So yeah.
Something starts with situationships, though. I guess there's no formula to this thing.
Yeah, but a situationship must have a
Direction, yeah.
have a direction. You can't just be like, when am I seeing you? When am I seeing you? There must be a direction. There must be transparency or and like, what do you want from Tshidi and what do I want from you? So,
Situations.
yes.
That's it. I saw a clip now before I came to you guys with some lady being in a situationship for 20 years.
That's crazy.
Do you understand? But if the thing is, if you define the relationship for a situationship, that person owes you nothing.
Yeah.
They owe you the situation. That's it.
Absolutely. I was actually going to ask, or like, 'cause I've never been in a situationship, but I wanted to ask because women sometimes go into the situationship with the mindset, okay, it's going to be a situationship. But as things progress, then they want to change it. What are the chances that a guy would start something as a situationship, then switch to it being a relationship or something that is solid? Because I think most of the time, men, if they go into it, or more, I'm just here to just, I don't know, just for vibes. They're gonna keep it that. And as a woman, you're gonna have. That's why you can have a person in a 20-year situationship, is because the woman is holding on and they are hoping that this thing will turn. But the guy has defined that this thing is a situationship for me. So what are the chances that a guy would switch?
They're very high.
They're high.
They're high. They're very high.
Do you think it's gender based?
I think it's gender based.
I disagree. There are men as well, Baba, who come over will change. Or the girlfriend will change.
Will change from a situationship
Guys, what's the definition of a situationship?
So situationship or no, are koralo committee. Lira la kopana fela for
you're not
defining what is happening.
We are just like any.
La tusan. If I had to put it like that. But I think it's not gender based, eh?
It is
So
gender
are you
based.
saying that a guy...
As a guy, I know guys about waiting.
Like ratio.
Baba who bang or know a ratio I get.
But can I say something? Probably the girl is in a relationship. The ones that they
The ones that I know,
that they're
yeah,
hoping
yeah.
or the girl will switch.
The ones
is
that I
because the
know,
girl is in
yeah.
a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what is funny about all of you guys? Like, you guys are all saying the same thing, but none of you are committed to each other. Like, it makes no sense to me.
Kind of just
No, sorry. What I'm saying is, you guys are of the same mindset.
Yeah.
Ne? So people are gonna be looking at you guys and saying, Mara, these people are going through the same. What is the situationship? I also go through a situationship. So why don't you guys just be together?
Together, man.
Polygamy, man. Polyandry.
Polyandry kind of game.
No, but it's a good question, eh?
you
But
understand what I'm saying?
no, it's a good question. But I think we discussed it earlier on, saying that there are dynamics to these things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Such as maybe she would like to get married to someone that has been married. You know what I mean?
But it does not mean it's limited. I mean, guys, we all have preferences. It's like me. I'm saying. Yes, it does not mean it's like I'm generally attracted to light skinned guys.
Yeah.
But it does not mean that if I get approached by a dark skinned guy and I like him. No. It does not mean that if I get approached by a dark skinned guy and I like him, I'm gonna be like, no, but my preference is light skinned guy. No, it just means in a room full of guys, I will gravitate towards a light skinned guy.
Yeah.
That's just what it
But
is.
you find that you are just being
It's just preference.
That can lovely
you know, I mean, my ex-husband is actually a dark-skinned guy.
Yeah.
He's very dark.
100%.
Nice, man.
No. But as you said, Karabo Hore, we clearly all have different opinions regarding this matter. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, people must make their choices, how they navigate through this thing. You know what I mean?
Just an observation.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, maybe it's a right observation. Who knows? Who knows? But then going back to what she said, I think earlier on, right? Just to come, she said that she mentioned something earlier on, Hore. Have you ever thought that you are a toxic person? Like, you know what I mean? Especially regarding friendship. Have you ever thought that you are a season where you're like, okay, I must reflect on myself, change, and try to be the better person?
Yeah.
Has there ever been that moment for you?
Yeah, for me, definitely.
Yeah.
In my relationships.
Yeah.
In my relationships.
Relationships.
Friendships, I think we've spoken about. But in my relationships really made it. Yeah, I really, there was a time I really had to introspect and turn things around.
Yeah.
I was, when I think about relationship, I got a baby mama, and the lady I was with after, I think I was emotionally abusive. I was like, with words, I was very hectic towards the military. You understand? And there was a time
tell me one thing you said that I'm just interested.
Shit, I can't even think about it. No.
Maybe
no.
Was Tintin.
Like I can't think about it. I can't think about it, ne? Mara, I was nekile byalo and nekile motho o ngala mo relationship and motho o ngala vele o abusive. Yeah. Nekile mjita o ngala blind mo relationship yaga. Especially I think I was together with my baby mama for a long time. I think she's faced the wrath of all this. And it's from that relationship that I sat back and grew up. Like, shit, you don't say things like this. You don't say things like this. I've never laid a hand on a woman ever. But I think with my words, I was a bit arguments. I would say stuff like it would slap harder than a physical slap. You know what I mean?
Sorry.
So what was the unhealed part of you that really? Because I'm sure when you know sometimes people who want to hurt people, they are healing something inside of them. Yeah. So what were you trying to cover up or heal inside of you?
I don't know. I don't think I was ever like hurt. I don't think I've ever
what was a trigger?
That. I think some people express it physically. One sort of like
some people contain it.
And then it's gonna come out. It's like a time bomb. It bursts there. Some people are physical. Some people, understand that.
You know why? What I'm asking you, ne, is that you know when you have worked on yourself.
Yeah.
whether you have a trigger, you will be able to deal with it because you know that the trigger is not what the person is saying.
Yes,
it's how
yes.
you are receiving it.
Yes.
So when you trigger me, I will know how to deal with it so that I don't react.
Yeah.
So what was it about you that made you react? Because surely when there was something that escalated to you saying those hurtful things to
Yeah.
her or you being abusive,
Yeah.
it was not because of what she did.
Yeah.
It was because of there was something within
Within
you.
me. Yeah.
I don't know, that was not healed, that you did not deal with, that you were insecure about. Or
I don't
something.
think it's necessarily that. I think I was just immature. I just didn't know how to deal with
Oh,
conflict.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I just didn't know how to deal with conflict and
Or you do not know how to deal with your emotions.
yeah, some
Because
people
sometimes don't know how to
yes,
to
maybe my
identify
emotion,
what they are feeling.
maybe my emotional
Yeah.
intelligence wasn't very
Yeah.
you know what and guys, it happened consciously where one day I was like, there's no way like in Karinga media so
Yeah.
Did you apologize?
One and then yes, and then in my relationship grand, like I like any lady no kutom chola like I think any lady kutom chola to the best of me. 'Cause
Bob
I've
the builder,
dealt
what
with-
am I-
Well, understand, and then-
No, Bob
Mara,
the-
it continued.
You see, people,
And this
The
pattern
baby
of
mama
mine.
has
but you
built.
see now, or it goes back to what I said. People, builders never live in houses that they've built.
Yeah.
She built him. Now she does not get to enjoy the build.
Exactly, yeah. And
The
it
property.
continued with
You know?
with the mother of my child.
Oh, regularly concrete.
Yeah. And
The cement,
True, guys.
and then
True, guys.
someone else
True.
needs to work it.
Yeah.
What about me? You know what I
And then
mean?
Modiegi, I want to tell you guys, like with the mother of my child, I was in a relationship and then we still co-parenting.
Yeah.
On my side, it continued where I would, like the other day actually, a lady friend of mine was asking me, Edgar, I can't remember what the question was, but it related more to what's the worst things you've done or something. And I was like, Benjamin, like it's a lady friend of mine. I was like, Benjamin, she's like a psychologist, lawyer. I'm like, the worst things I've said, the worst things I've done out of character, things I wouldn't normally do, things I wouldn't say normally that are not in my character. I've said to like the mother, like, hey, I was ruthless. Hey, man, I thought about it.
Mara, we too sorry.
But I think you need to own them. What do you mean they were out of character?
With co-parenting,
He did them.
with co-parenting, I think with in the relationship, I can't really say. But with co-parenting, the emotions guys get.
Hey, can I ask?
Yeah.
Have you ever apologized to her?
I have.
You have?
In fact, like it's something I do. I feel like I apologize enough
What do you apologize for?
for the things I've
But
said.
what is it? Or did you specify? Did you give her specifics of what am I I'm apologizing because I made you feel this way, or you apologizing for what you said?
For example, I would really like say, it's okay, apologize for out of character. You know, I can't go to each one and say, but
But you'll be amazed at the fact that when you acknowledge a specific that, because I always say that people can apologize, but an apology without accountability is not really meaningful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can say it's like right now, I cheat on you. We are married.
Yeah.
And I cheat on you. And then you catch me. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry.
yeah.
It's an apology, but it's not accountability.
Yes.
I need to account to say that, you know what,
Yes.
my actions were so poor that I
Yes.
did not consider what we have.
Yes. And an
you need
apology-
to take accountability of what you
Yes.
did. So when you say you are sorry,
And it
I just feel like, what are you sorry about? Are you sorry because I found out, or
Yeah,
you're
and
sorry?
an apology mustn't have conditions. It's kind of like, kopela tshwarelo mara le wena, I don't pay attention. I say apology. I don't know the condition.
Like I think if I'm understanding properly,
Yeah.
what you're rather saying is that sometimes the apology, right, it's more about myself compared to the person I've hurt.
Yes, accountability.
Oh, yes,
you need to take
yes.
You know what I
accountability.
mean?
Yes,
And then
yes.
sometimes you find that I'm just apologizing to feel better about myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to rectify, but it's not necessarily to make the other person feel wholesome
Yeah.
or feel justified. You know what I mean? Or, hey, this guy has really changed. This guy sees what he did to me. This
Yeah.
guy sees,
Yeah.
understands. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think that's where she's
Yeah.
coming from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a good way of seeing apology.
Yeah.
I think every Mother's Day you should apologize.
No, like
And then so, and then I was like, and discovering this about myself and
Yeah.
the way I dealt with the relationship is the best thing that's ever happened to me. That's why I made the best of me because it's like,
But-
it's a beautiful
but-
feeling
yeah.
actually. You know what I mean? too.
But at
The
this,
fact that you can
Yeah.
reflect from that.
Yeah, no, it's actually a beautiful feeling. Yeah. And I it was out of character. In my character, I don't have. There's certain words in my vocab that I don't have. But
you
for
said
some
them,
reason,
though.
that's why I'm saying it's out of character.
It
For
was
some
you
reason,
in
when
that
I'm in that
season.
situation, I would say things. I'm like, like I will not so impaired, like what? Yeah. So it was very out of character.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying what
Yeah.
like I think and I'm not saying it in a bad way.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to say that maybe look into it.
Yeah.
Maybe you looked into it, but you did not like really look into it.
At the time.
Yeah, because when you
Yeah.
say what it's outside of character,
Yes.
then you are not taking accountability of it.
Oh, okay.
You did it,
Yeah.
and you said
So
those
you're saying
things.
I have that character
Maybe
in
you
a
have
It's
way.
there. You
I
have
get
changed,
I
but you
get
were that person at that time.
Okay. No.
You
totally,
are no longer that
totally,
person.
Totally, and I take that.
Yeah. So
no.
when you say it was out of character, then you mean or like I did not do that. Like that is something I would not do. If I say
yes.
something is out of character, it's when a person says you did something.
Yes.
Then I would say, nah, that is outside of character because I'm not a thief.
Yeah.
And I know that I did not steal it.
Yeah.
But if I steal something and then I get caught, I'm like, yo, that
know
is
it
out
was
of
wrong.
character.
Yeah.
I'm now saying that I did not steal that, but I stole it.
Yeah.
It was a
It was the
character.
devil.
You know?
The devil made me
okay.
do it.
No,
Yeah.
I totally get
Yes.
you. I
So
totally
own
get
it
you.
and say, you know what?
Yeah.
It was in my time where I was ignorant. I did not know
Okay.
better.
No, Kautsara,
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
take responsibility for
Yeah.
it.
You are a
No,
better
no,
person
so I'm
now.
very
No.
confident about
Halala
it.
for the halala.
Yeah, you should be proud of yourself.
Country with toxic.
Yeah, so I've
Everybody's toxic.
I've been there.
However,
I was
toxic
toxic.
traits.
Yeah.
for you, like,
I
for
was
you-
in a toxic relationship. Okay, he was a toxic one.
so you were not the toxic
But
one.
the fact that I stayed with him that long actually makes me toxic. I was
that's
also,
deep.
we were feeding off each other's toxicity.
Yeah.
actually. He fed off my toxicity, and I fed off.
What was toxic about you?
Hi man, that relationship was just.
She was enabling.
Yeah, I was toxic
okay.
in a sense of. Obviously, she would know she's my very
Yeah.
good friend of mine.
Yeah.
I was an enabler with a lot of things, you know. And I guess Niki Murata, more than he probably loved me, which was very toxic, extremely toxic.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I was very toxic. He was toxic. Things didn't work out, and here I am single. Hi.
So, but you're still not answering her. What was it? What was toxic about you?
I was an enabler with a lot of things. I can't be specific, but I was an enabler, man. I think that guy was too. He was too relaxed, man. I don't know how to explain it. How can I explain? I was Bob the Builder, actually. I was Barbara the Builder. Like I was building that man, but for him it was not enough.
Hey, direct deep.
For him it wasn't enough. Tshidi there, so what?
Right, I'm away.
You know, she's supposed to be there, you know.
Toxic
For him it
boy.
wasn't enough at all. So I guess there was a point where things were just like too much for me. I had to literally remove myself from that situation. Like,
Sure.
You did it.
it was
Yourself?
hectic.
For
Hey,
me,
it was hectic. I'm gonna run hama, bruh.
you know, I wouldn't say it was a toxic trait, but like when I look back on something that I needed to work on, ne? It was that I thought that people would treat me how I treat them. You know, I kind of expected or like if I assure you. I was not allowing people to love me how they wanted to love them and how they wanted to love me. I wanted them to love me how I identified love. So then that's where now the struggle was, because I receive love in a certain way and you give love in a way that I do not identify love as. So when you do that, then I try to change you because I want to receive love in this way, and you are not. And it does not mean that you don't love me. It's just that you are doing it differently. So now I'm not receiving it because it's not familiar with me. And then I just think I got to a space where a person is getting exhausted or like, I really do love this person and I'm doing my best to show that I love her, but she's not seeing it. So I think what I then learned is to allow people to love me how they want to love me, and then identify if that's how I want to be loved, and if not, then not accepted. So my toxicity, I think my toxic trait was that I wanted people to love me how I wanted to be loved. Yeah.
Mr. Lebelo?
Deep episode.
Hey, hi deep. Wait.
Yeah.
How do you balance up?
I'm in 2040.
Array more guys. More 40,
Hey, but
Toxic, yo. Yeah, Lewang, wena, or
We're not toxic.
I get toxic. Now, toxic, I think the biggest, the biggest one is to shut down. Why is it that's the most hurtful thing? Whatever. Now, toxic, it's like when I'm going through whatever. Hey, that thing is not.
It's not a,
And I went for it.
thing.
That's why I get a psychologist for many years.
are you
And it's always in
You're not.
Were you shut down to express your feelings when you were growing up? Like, do you not know how to express? Because usually people who do not know how to allow other people in is people who do not even know what they are feeling.
Oh, that's easy.
yeah, ne. Hey, we are on because I've got a number of answers for that. There's certain platforms, like for example, I don't think one would have allowed themselves to even be on this platform. Or and whatever. But there's been spaces where I feel like the minute then I shut down. So certain spaces, so like certain limo family, there will be certain family members, they know me as a quiet guy. Other sides of the family,
Yeah.
you know, so you are onto something. Or there will be certain spaces where I wouldn't know how I even express myself to that specific crowd.
Yeah.
Because there's other people that are very overpowering. For example, when I'm in a place of being overpowered, don't shut that down, give it quiet. Submit Spanish.
Yeah.
There are certain places like it's a bit because some people barata unnecessary.
Yeah.
Some people that speak don't necessarily even have certain facts. And I'm frustrated. But that's a person of power, for example, go Spanish. Our not choice. Then you shut down. So that trait has always been there, even in relationships. It's in Spanish. I think that's the most
Even in
toxic
the
thing.
I've seen it.
Yeah, you've seen me, ne? And you were like, "What's wrong,
After she
Kadima?"
asked her, I was like, "Is he okay?"
It's a cool level
Because you
thing.
shut down, you like pull yourself back. I've seen that actually.
Yeah.
And you
I
know what I
think
say?
people who shut
It's
down-
amazing.
I'll ask her.
Toxic.
I think people who shut down is people who are used to being you know? No, like honestly, a person who's used to being, you know, when a person is used to being cheeky, like, you know, when you're a child and when you did something, then people are just only, then they don't allow you to just, then you learn to just shut down. Or okay, now I'm not even gonna process what is happening. I'm just not even gonna allow myself to feel what is
So
happening.
even at the sight of noise.
Yeah, even at the sound of people just being themselves, because sometimes he might perceive it as people are being overpowering, but a person is just being themselves.
Now
Some
we're gonna
people-
beef with Ferrari's mom.
Or maybe you get
I don't know
overwhelmed
what's going on.
sometimes in spaces.
And funny enough, sometimes not even. Eh? No, sometimes why it's loud. I wanna be there, but why express? Keep it quiet, and you find what there's nothing wrong with what's wrong with it. Nothing, and I wanna be more spacing say. But it's very strange. But it's a toxic thing because now, because I'm not feeling bubbly, do I sit going to?
But I don't think it's a trait. I think there is just there's an underlying thing.
Of course.
There's an
Yeah,
underlying thing.
there is. And we've been working on
We'll
it for
heal
years.
you.
It
We've
is.
got
No,
massage
it
oils and
is.
everything.
Garabuena.
Nay.
Of course she's toxic. She's the most toxic one.
It's another question is to Karabara I flip. King no sing toxic kayo na. Ora I flip pa po
That
na.
is so deep. Oh
Kazala
my
kaya
God, what is the question?
Are you toxic?
Are you toxic? Have you been toxic
Am
in a
I
relationship?
toxic?
Yeah.
Toxic.
Toxic, yeah.
Toxic is such a I hate it's such a vile word, and So I feel like somebody should be extreme in order for yourself to be considered toxic.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, I can be a bit too much.
So you can be toxic.
I can be a bit too much.
Yeah.
Yes. That's
Okay.
it. That's all I have for you.
Clearly, that's a toxic answer. That's a toxic answer.
Please, Moten.
What do you think? What do you think?
No, this was about. This was about.
Self-reflection.
So this is about you.
I
Owning a-
understand.
yeah,
but
we don't
I'm
want-
looking at
because
myself.
of-
I'm like,
because you know what?
Damn it, I'm
'Cause-
perfect. So,
Because you know why? Bon, Karabo.
What are you saying about
Karabo, at the end of the day, this is like our podcast is just chilling and just talking. You know what I mean? It's not about getting a doctor or getting someone to speak and then you go home and they agree. We're just having a conversation.
Okay,
So,
fine.
so have you considered yourself being toxic?
No, I've considered myself being a bit too much.
Too much.
Yes.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
How is that toxic?
she's just being herself though. Her being a lot is not hurting anybody.
You're not telling the truth. It's toxic.
So
That's why I asked. Wait.
No.
Wait.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
have
yeah.
the mango.
yeah.
You see, now I'm accustomed to certain things. Okay, mango. Ne?
Yeah.
That's why I wanna ask my friends. What do they think? One thing that makes me toxic. What is it?
Do you understand that they didn't ask you?
I understand. I'm asking
No, that's
them.
not a fair question, though.
I don't
Yeah,
think it's not a fair question.
No.
Toxic.
I don't think you're toxic.
What is it that? Okay, what do you think that I've shared before that I don't do now that was toxic?
What have you?
Shared that was toxic, but it's no longer. I'm not that person anymore.
I think
Ooh!
so. Would be the right
I
person.
can tell you.
Okay. No. Yeah.
Niggas, and there was never a situation where you were toxic in a relationship.
No, I'm amazing.
What? Bravo.
I will tell you this. My level of forgiveness. I can forgive quicker now than I could before.
Yeah, I can relate to that. I can't
Yes.
forgive actually.
Yeah.
I think that's another
I
thing.
can
No, I
forgive
think-
quicker
I
than
think-
used to
I
do.
don't
No.
forgive easily.
No, I think Karabo.
Yeah, I don't forgive easily.
I think I was not ready to answer the question.
No,
It's okay.
but I
really,
think she's
that was
answering- I
really-
think she's
that was
answering
very
honestly.
toxic.
She's
I'm very
answering-
honest.
She's
She's
I could-
answering honestly.
I would.
We don't have to be toxic,
I
guys.
would be mad for you for
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah.
Ask Tshidi.
Yeah.
I could be mad for you for years.
Okay.
That was my toxic. That was my
Yeah.
thing.
So you used to be
But
toxic.
now you Ohudile.
Ohudile no Ohudile.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
know, what, for 2 years.
Literally, no. This is not a joke. I stopped talking to her for 2 years.
And it
Yeah.
was all her fault.
Okay.
Live.
Now, okay.
2 years.
2 years.
For 2 years, I stopped talking to her for 2 years. But it because I couldn't come back. I used to feel like I'm such a good person.
And that's
You
why
can't
we
be
can't
wrong.
forgive
No.
because we are too good. Yeah, I think that's how we. You think what? Like I'm so good, I would have not done that. To
Yeah,
that person.
and then how got this? It's like why?
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? And then
Yeah.
I
Done
can't come
it.
back
You
from
Some
that. It's like it's fine.
self-reflection back then.
Hence, I'm here now.
You didn't do some.
You know, you used to tell
self-reflection.
me, "Oh, Chubby, it takes two, but it takes two in a relationship for it to go south."
Yeah.
So
They're
yeah,
together because of me.
fact.
Oh, okay.
Did you
Is
take credit for everything? Like literally.
that all?
That is the one, the biggest
That is
thing.
it. Okay.
Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think for me personally,
Yeah.
I think what's it, being toxic, right?
Mhm.
I think I was toxic to myself. Number one, you know what I mean. I wasn't toxic to another person.
Not
Automatically, it made me toxic to another person. Being toxic to myself, and I'll
How?
tell you how. I think because of I didn't love myself enough. You know what I mean. And not loving myself enough allowed me to accept anything. You know what I mean. And then you start making excuses for how people treat you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And therefore, it becomes okay. So now you start becoming like the hero or the psychologist to someone when you yourself are not okay. Like, you know what I mean? So, and I saw that to myself, and I said, no. I need to now set certain boundaries for myself, certain principles for myself. I need to know what I want personally, and it's not about another person, because of generally you must give an energy that you have been given. You know what I mean? You can't go and love someone when you're not okay. You know what I mean? You can't go and love someone when you don't love yourself, you know? And I think for me, that's what I learned, especially for the past 2 years, and specifically this year as well, that we all look after our own interest. You know, that's just the reality. So I got to a point where what is my own interest? And I got to see, but all along I've been making sure that everyone is okay, to make myself feel okay. Like, you know what I mean? When I'm not okay, you know?
Are you the first child?
No, I'm the last born.
Okay.
Why?
Why are you asking? Why you asking? Is that a trait, Yadi?
First child.
Is that
He's got first child vibes, you know?
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Trait, Yadi, firstborn usually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah,
makes
they're the
sense
ones
because
who
you taking
take
care of
everybody.
everyone.
You know, you are the co-parent.
You're the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're the
Look after
co-parent. You
yourself.
have to cater for other people.
When we dish up, the younger
You
ones
know?
eat first, and then I'll take the.
I think that's also, like, you know, like you're saying something, Hore. Like, normally it's seeking validation more than taking care of people. So you find that sometimes I would say, Edgar, how's my cup looking like? How's my cup looking like? But if I tell myself, no, but this cup is good.
Yeah.
I don't need.
I get
I
it.
don't need.
I get you.
I don't need
Yeah.
someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then I would go in and say, Edgar, all of those things, and then I would say, but how's yours doing? But knowing that my one, I'm not comfortable, confident enough about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I got to a point where I said, no, hang on. I don't need A, B, C.
And the cups don't even have to be. It does not have to make sense to you.
It does not have to make sense to anyone.
Must just make sense to
yeah,
you.
it must
you.
make sense to
Yeah.
me. You know what I mean? So if another person says that Lebu's a bad person, I don't have to say, but I agree with him. I know what I did. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I know, Hore, I defined this ABC. You know what I mean? But now you find that, Hore, when you're being labeled outside, because you haven't labeled yourself, you end up believing it. And then what happens is that you end up going into other people's spaces with other people's opinions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now I'm dating you with how Tshidi has defined me. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now Tshidi says, Hore, yeah, but you are a cheater. And I'm like, yeah, but Tshidi said I'm a cheater.
Then I'm a cheater.
And after when I get into snags, you go cheat there.
Yeah.
Just because she said it. You know what I mean? So I think it's very, for me, I challenge myself through the process of this year to get into that space where, Hore, who am I? You know what I
Wow.
mean? Yeah,
That
who
is
am
a
I?
powerful thing.
Yeah.
Like, who am I?
Who am I?
Guys,
You know what I mean?
a who am I question is so important. Not what do I do, not what am I.
Yeah.
But who am I?
Yeah.
Like, when I get into a space, what will people say when I leave? Because that's who you are.
Yeah.
It's not what you do.
And then also, I mean, that also helps you in to accept the situation the way it is. For example, if I'm interested in you, ne, and I start calling you and I start saying, hey, like, say, how's your day? All of those things, and then you find that you're not answering the phone for the next 2 days.
It's probably because you have done it 2 days before and I've been telling you how I am.
No.
Guys need to stop doing that.
Okay. I don't want to drift away. But if a person is not coming back to you, that means they're not interested.
It's not true. It's not true. And hence I said that guys need to stop doing that. Like, you know, as a guy, guys have this thing of saying, hello, how are you? How was your day? My day is fine. You're going to call me tomorrow or text me tomorrow. Hey, how was your day? You can't do that all the time.
No, not gonna lie, fellow. Sometimes when you love yourself, ne, there are certain things that you will see at first hand that says that this is not for me. You know what I mean? I'm not saying about how we conduct ourselves in terms of conversation wise, but I'm saying when you have boundaries, then you will be able to.
But your boundary can't be set on like you are saying if you said if you are trying to do what, to pursue a person,
Yeah.
you call me and then you said I don't respond.
Yeah.
I don't respond because I might be busy with something. Not everything will be said based on you calling me all the time.
Yeah, I get a
Why do I feel like we're on a date?
No.
Did my family?
No, but
I'm trying to give him like, as much as he's working on himself, he must not forget that himself also has external factors.
Yeah.
And some of the external factors are not always
I
gonna work according to the rhythm of him working at himself.
No, I get it, but at the same time, what I'm trying to say is that, listen, if it's Monday to Friday, and I've been calling you and you're not coming back to me, but your phone for some reason keeps on being charged. It's on. It says something. You had time to go charge your phone, but you didn't. But throughout the week, you didn't have time to say, "Hey, I've been busy. We'll talk when I can." That should say something to you.
So like guys like also a bit of. It's a give
I
and
think
take.
when you're still pursuing, you need to keep pursuing.
In this day and age, when everything is so easy,
Well, then go to the easy people.
that you should if a guy calls you today,
Yeah.
make an effort to call tomorrow.
No. No.
Make an
Maybe
effort
that's
to
why
call
we're still
tomorrow.
single. Because
Do
I'm
it,
not
guys,
following.
do it. Hape re ka jola le AI no la. Re ka jola le AI
Guys,
No, I think when you are in a relationship,
Re ka jola le
it
AI.
has to be a give and take.
Hanyewa no so.
Yes.
I will check up on you.
Only
I'll
in
call
the
you as well.
relationship.
Yes, when we have.
So
when
not
we
in the
have
pursuit.
No.
Get out of here.
Kerara here.
Get out.
Guys, can't the rules say it, guys?
Hey, let me
That's why you get AI.
Remember when we were still young, you come to me and say, "Hey, you know what? I like you," and I'm like, "Get off of answer Friday." And then guys used to wait. Or give me five reasons why.
Yeah.
Give me five reasons why.
I'm
Must be
out.
the shabu there when we were young. Who did it?
Yeah, but
And you said it when we were young. Not who did it. We don't have time for that.
yeah,
Oh,
we
like a spa.
we were raised on those principles.
But that's
And
what
some
I'm
of us are
saying.
still standing on those principles that pursue me.
Yeah.
I want to be pursued. I want to know that I know that I know.
Don't hide
Yeah.
me from Monday to Sunday.
How are you? How are you? How are you? Every day when are you asking me how am I?
Yeah.
How are you? Hi guys. I'm fine. If I'm not fine, I will tell you.
guys,
Okay,
so
I understand. But what I'm saying is, Lilona, don't let it linger for too long.
Well,
Not Lilona,
yes.
I don't want to help a guy pursue me.
But I feel like
I
that type
want
of-
you to. It needs to be intentional. It needs to be clear, so that sometimes when you are helping a guy to pursue you, then you are not sure is he still pursuing you because you are helping him, or is he pursuing you out of his own will?
Yeah.
So me, I want you to pursue me, and it needs to be intentional and clear.
That is
So
okay.
that when I
Yeah.
make a decision, I know that this person pursued me from A to Z.
That is okay.
And I'm saying yes because of his intentions were clear.
Okay. But my problem is, it tends to, for instance, in your singleton, it tends to go on for so long.
Because they're lazy.
Okay.
So guys, so
These men are lazy.
so
He
guys,
calls you today.
pictures. What I did use.
You might take me out on a date, but you want my picture.
so guys, just to wrap it up,
What up?
yeah, no, just to wrap it up the show.
The whole thing.
So clearly, guys, clearly, guys, we
need more time.
Yeah, no, we need more time on this. But however, clearly we are toxic. Okay, there's a producer that wants to ask a question. By the way, it's the producer Rox. You guys know him.
And it was his birthday on the 13th.
It was his birthday. Happy birthday!
Yeah.
It's hi everyone.
Yeah.
I want to pose a question, just based upon the subject matter you just had. So Modiegi was speaking about pursuing, and the art of pursuing, and I understand from that perspective in terms of a traditional man, in the sense that must pursue a woman in that sense. That much I understand. But to what extent do traditional values play into that pursuing? So, because we live in the modern society, and there are certain traits or there are certain things, for example, a man, Lena, to make sure that in that pursuit, he doesn't feel like the woman, Lena, she must feel like, hey, this guy is sexually harassing me, or he's harassing me in some way.
Yeah.
So the guy, and in that pursuing, must also protect himself.
Yeah.
Because we live in the world that we live in. Wow. Yeah. So I am pursuing someone, but at the same time, I am treading carefully. I'm walking on eggshells to make sure, when in the pursuit of this woman, I must not feel like, motona wang haresa, that type of thing. So it's not like Kale, where you would pursue and then you would know, no, I don't have to walk on eggshells. There's nothing potentially that could happen to me as a guy if I pursue this woman. Now, whenever I must be very careful in the way I pursue. To make sure, one, she must know who she's wanted. Yes, it must be intentional. I agree with you. But at the same time, we cannot say everything can be traditional in the way that I pursue this woman. So I must be very careful in how I pursue her. That's one. So every time maybe a guy comes and pursues you, but he also has that thing at the back of his mind. Where, hey, I must not feel like I'm harassing at the same time. So I must hold myself back at the same time as a man. But low and as a woman, you are saying, hey, this guy must pursue me. So there's a fine line that I need to train as a guy. So my question is very simply, Hore, traditionally, how now, because you're speaking about what a man must pursue a woman, I agree with that principally. But how do you do it in this modern age? It's not easy. That's the first thing that a guy thinks about. Ne? The second thing, Kohore, I must be intentional. I agree, fundamentally, in principle. But at the same time, when I pursue and I agree and I pursue this woman, I must make sure all those things, I do not step on toes or step on her toes, those type of things. So those are the type of things that guys are navigating. So it's very hard for a guy who pursue a fella mwanyana and then watch all these steps in between. And then you think about these things that tradition, man and woman, which we to a certain extent I do agree with in terms of there's certain roles that a man must play, there's certain roles that a woman must play, but we're also living in the modern age where, for lack of a better word, maybe let's say, wongu muntu independent. Let's go 50-50, as Mendoza said.
I don't even believe in that.
Of the poet Mendoza.
Of the poet Mendoza.
Can I answer the first question, the first part of your question? I think when you are saying, how do you know? When I say that I want to be pursued, ne?
It's just lingering.
Yeah. A woman who is interested will reciprocate the energy. So if I reciprocate, what I'm saying is I want you to initiate. You need to be the initiator and I will reciprocate. If I'm not interested, then I won't reciprocate the effort and the energy that you are putting into this whole thing. That's just how you know that a woman is not interested. If the effort is not reciprocated, she's not interested. And how that will then, what will propel me to now reciprocate the same energy is when I see that you are consistent and that you are intentional about you pursuing me. So if you're intentional and you are consistent with doing it, then you will see my energy. You will see, no man, this person, I give my happy lady. You know, she is now just, you know, they say women are receivers and we take things and we create something. I don't know if I've answered your question.
I've been consistent since Monday, but it's Friday, nothing's
You see, that's what I'm saying. They're lazy. They want to see results. They're lazy. You know, I mean, I met a guy and, you know, this guy was so excited to see me, and he's like, you know what, I want to take you out and whatever. So for me, I feel like as a guy, you need to make a very clear and an intentional effort. And if you don't do that, for me, then that means we're gonna struggle with small things in our relationships if you can't even do small things when you are pursuing me. So this guy wanted me to come to where he worked. Like, he wanted me to literally drive from my workplace to go and meet him where closer to his workplace. And for me, it was like, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna go to accommodate you and then drive all the way to Boxburg. You know that I live in the East End. Why would you want me to do that? You know, for me, it was just one of the things that I'm just not going to do it. And as much as you check up on me every morning, it's not.
Listen, we need to wrap it up. But as much as you guys have expectations, we also have expectations, and you guys need to also understand that.
What expectations do you guys have?
I want to ask just one question. You guys, why are you guys so lazy?
They're lazy because they get things on a silver platter most of the time.
You need to lay the foundation.
They get stuff on a silver platter.
Check it, Tshidi, let me take her out on a date. Yeah, spend time together. You guys don't want to do that.
Can I try? Can I try?
Off camera and just discuss, because I think there's a lot of things that we need to talk about. I think
Yeah.
there are a lot of things that I want to ask.
Let's get
as well.
too long, guys.
Yeah.
Let's
We're going to wrap it up, but it's just a final comment, and it's just based on what you said. Or maybe sometimes Majita maybe are possibly lazy.
They're
ne?
lazy.
What you have maybe in the current generation, I can't talk about old generations, I can only speak about the generation that we're in. Ne? So a lot of times, when we are young as men, ne, we need to build ourselves up, because sometimes for us to attract the woman that we want, we are not in a position, maybe we're 19 or 20 years old, to attract that woman that we want.
Yeah.
By the time maybe we get to our late 20s, and there's various aspects in the matrix in terms of what makes you attractable as a man.
Yeah.
Money is one. It's not all the aspects. One color. Money is just one of those aspects.
Yeah.
Being accountable, being emotionally intelligent, all of those things, they play into
Being considerate.
all of those. They play into being the attractive guy for that woman that you're looking to pursue. By the time maybe you get that as a man, Hanchi, in our age, in our generation, is most probably in your late 20s to your early 30s.
No.
No, I'm saying.
You'll be surprised we are dealing with princesses that 35 years.
No, I'm talking about
we
a man.
are dealing with princesses.
No.
A 40-year-old princess man.
I agree. What I'm saying is that I don't want to take the anomaly and make it the standard. I want to say the majority, or statistically, most of us, by the time you're and you're financially stable, you're looking at late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah.
And you've tried to develop yourself as well. So that emotional maturity and stuff maybe kicks in come my late 20s, early 30s.
No,
maybe as a guy.
Maturity, emotional maturity. I mean,
Emotional
emotional maturity.
and your life experiences, they play into it. Nah? I'm just saying, statistically.
Can we push it to maybe 37 for a guy? Because there is no
I
emotional
think
I would not necessarily agree, because
No, I think what's it? We clearly are gonna have this conversation outside the camera.
It's not the end of
outside.
it. It's not the end
It's
of
not
it.
the end. We are, but because of we just need to consider our audience and the rain.
Yeah.
So I asked that we close it. But in closing it, I just want to remind you guys that the camp is on the 5th to the 7th of September at Eagle Waters. It's 450. And for those that want to also come for a day visit, you are more than welcome. It's 150. Although you will have to pay there at the entrance. But you are more than welcome to join us. On Saturday, we'll be having a poiki. So, that will be nice, And there will be a DJ. There will be fun music as well. How was the show for you today?
It was great. I was a little bit nervous because I'm a very reserved person, but I think I did well. I'm proud of myself.
You did well. Yeah, very good.
For you, second time, how was it for you?
Awesome.
Was it? Which one was better, the first one or the second one?
This one,
I can't compare. I think they were both different.
They were both different. Okay,
I enjoyed
100%.
both of them, so I can't compare.
Okay.
It was awesome.
But
Okay.
it was extra special because I was here.
And then Mr. Lebelo, for you, anything you gotta
Hey, man, that
say?
was deep, man.
It was deep.
Well, hi. Too. I think we've got a lot to talk about with my psychologist. But yeah, it was amazing, man.
It was amazing. And the birthday guy, you do the closing for us.
For me, guys, people who are interested in the camp, I think Tiang note from you, so like we're learning a lot about each other.
Yep.
We understand. So we always in the same. We always in the same vibe and everything. But I didn't wanna. So that's what the camp is about, guys. There will be a fire. We'll be sitting around the fire. We'll be getting to know each other. We'll be talking deep stuff. I feel good about having spoken about some of the things that I felt that I was toxic about. Like it's like taking the monkey off my shoulder kind of thing. So that's what the camp is about. So that's in closing. Yeah.
So Karabo, I think we're just closing. Would you like to say anything?
I want to know why you guys wanted us here. And I wanted to say thank you for inviting us here.
It's Women's Month.
No, it's Women's Month.
Oh,
Basically.
We're now toxic. It's Women's Month. Now toxic.
Okay.
Oh, awesome show, guys.
No,
that's beautiful.
Thank you for
100%.
inviting us.
Absolutely.
So that people know we're not regulars here.
Yeah. No. I think they know that. But I think also what we wanted to show as well is that we do consider women opinion, values, and we have women in our lives as well. You know what I mean? So I think Edgar's totally on point when he said it's Women's Month. So we thought, hey, how about we bring the podcast whole supporters together and say that, you know, all of those things. So yeah, man. But as Edgar, just in closing, as Edgar said, the camp is not about just, you know, having deep conversations, like getting to know each other, but it's also about having fun as well.
Yeah.
And then just literally getting to know each other. You know what I mean? So, and have fun. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun. But we're gonna have fun in the most responsible way, in the most polite way. You know what I mean? Responsible way. Responsible way.
I think age group area now.
You know what I mean?
It's an announcement. Camp day.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yo.
We're getting married.
Guys, the audience, did you hear that? Demetrius is having an announcement.
Yeah,
and so
American.
we're there on the 5th until the 7th. Which day are you choosing to make that announcement? On Sunday, on Saturday, or Saturday?
Podcast, probably Sunday.
Probably Sunday.
No, Saturday.
Saturday. Okay. So on the program, we're gonna have a moment for you that Demetrius surprise.
Correct.
Okay. We will decide when the surprise, what time it will be, but it will be on Saturday. So we can't wait for that announcement. He hasn't told me as well. I don't think he's told you.
No. It's the first time.
So it's a surprise for him and I.
For everyone.
Wow. Guys, who was that net? Guys, this is unfair. To me, show we are so tight, but he wants a surprise. If he the same time alone, I know. Toxicity man. Toxicity man. No, but I know stress because of it's for the sake of the podcast. Anyway, guys, stay blessed. We'll see you on the next episode. Hopefully, the next episode might be on the camp. So see you there. Bye bye.